Hi, it's Ethan McKinley. It's the 2-minute Terminator. Yes, that music, of course, isn't the Terminator theme because we weren't allowed to use it by license. So we're stealing ITC's UFO theme from 1972. Ellie
Fitzgerald on the 2-minute Terminator. Fuck!
It's episode 41. It was episode 39 twice apparently last night, but John Nichols wrote in and said it was actually episode 40. We should know that.
Fuck for John.
As the presenters of the goddamn show, but what do I know? Hey.
Nothing. Hit the music.
We're hitting the music. What's wrong with this?
Oh wow. So this is going to take us through.
No, I love this theme tune. And then the kind of mephedrone kind of ketamine version that comes on after this.
Mephedrone is completely the opposite to ketamine.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mephedrone's an upper, ketamine's a downer.
Isn't everything not slow down?
On ketamine, yeah.
Ba, 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 ba. Hit the music.
Watch out for machines, they're unstoppable. Watch out for machines, they will rule the world.
We're back.
And we're back. Ethan, tell us what you did today.
Well, before we get to that, listeners, we always forget this. Thank you for listening. Thanks for sticking with the show this long. What's the matter with you? All 3 listeners. And we're on obviously episode 41, and we're going from minutes 118. No, that's nearly 2 hours, isn't it? 1 hour, 18 minutes. No.
1 hour and 20 minutes. To 1 hour, 22 minutes.
We're going from the 1 hour, the 80-minute mark to the 82-minute mark. So we're doing the 2 minutes, bridging those gaps. And it's, it starts with Mrs. Dyson, not the lady who invented the vacuum cleaner, or her husband, Miles, who's actually is it Miles?
It is Miles.
Miles in the movie, in real life, some crusty old white man with grey hair. Apparently the vacuums don't work as well as they should. Everyone goes, oh, they're not that. They suck, but not in the way they're meant to suck.
What, black people?
No, not black inventors either. I mean, like Mr. Dyson, he does the Dyson adverts.
Black don't crack.
So anyway, yes. Today I had an agent meeting with Reagan Management.
And how did that go with Reagan Management?
Really well. We talked about everything and nothing. It was sun up when I got there and sundown when I left.
How long were you in there for?
About an hour and a half talking.
Fuck me, that's a long time.
About, the industry.
The ins and outs.
Bitching about the industry.
Razzle dazzle.
We talked about LA and the razzle dazzle and jazz hands. And
did you tell him that you met RuPaul?
No.
Because if he is possibly what I think he might be, that could probably be a really good thing.
Here we go again. Chapter 2.
Turn another page.
That's from RuPaul's
Oh my god, I know every lyric to every song.
The main event, the famous RuPaul
from the album
song.
Champion. You can buy it on iTunes.
My favourite song.
Mine's still Covergirl. And Tranny Chaser.
Tranny Chaser up in here.
Tranny Chaser's up in here. Looking through his stratosphere. Fierce. Yeah.
So, we have a fact attack.
Fuck that. I want to hear more about your day.
Can we do that at the end of the show?
Okay, we can do whatever you want, Ethan.
We'll get the fact attack out of the way first.
Fact attack!
Trivia. Schmivia. I do actually sadly only have one. A very Scottish machine gun there. You're like... We've only got one fact attack today. And like any poor fact attack, we've only got one fact, sadly, and I spunked it on the last episode that Mr. Dyson's children, when they come in at the end of this scene, which
cock
is actually
in hand and 3 sheets to the wind.
Well, this is an additional special edition scene where Miles Dyson actually explains how this neural net processor works. Imagine if should I do it as Miles Dyson? Oh Lordy! Imagine if there was a pilot for a plane who never showed up to work drunk. Do pilots do that?
He said hungover.
Hungover, because he'd been out on the night on the razzle dazzle. What if he didn't make any other mistakes? I don't know.
What if you'd raped someone and gone to prison?
Well, imagine if he raped someone and didn't go to prison and then flew a plane. This chip does not do that. Unless you're Demon Seed, of course, which I think we discussed on one episode, which is the robot that does want to have sex with you and get you pregnant.
This is true, because she goes on to say, you love that more than you love your family, but it doesn't love you like we do. I don't know why she's Southern. I just love that
At
accent.
which point Miles goes, actually, as I am an inventor of robotics and microchippery.
Microchippery. Can I just say, Ethan recorded the most fucking amazing
Advert commercial.
Today I put on a video of when I tried to loop the 2 minutes, and it's Sarah Connor breaking off the key in the lock when she's first running away from the doctors, and it looks like she's doing some really bad, like good old fashioned, and it's like a glitch in the Matrix. So then Ethan tried to do it and actually topped it. I didn't think that was possible.
It
and
freeze framed on Miles Dyson's wife.
Her mouth moves like a little puppet.
Yeah, S. Apartha Murkison, the actress that plays Miles Dyson's wife. We got this lovely, like, glitchy, gify freeze frame on VLC that we were actually watching a version of the film on. And
Narrated.
I narrated a commercial for the show, which weirdly is the best thing and funniest
I've
thing
ever done.
we've ever done
Yeah.
for this show, and
it was off the
me
cuff.
in any entertainment, and it was off the cuff. We may get into trouble with a few.
No, because you can barely hear it, so don't even mention it.
I might trim the end off it.
Just no, don't. Save your time.
Because I'd committed so much to the kind of Gone with the Wind, oh lordy voice.
Yeah, but that's Sweet Mama Brown.
In all fairness, one of the main reasons slavery was actually abolished wasn't because of.
Was it William Wilberforce by any chance?
No, and it wasn't because of Abraham Lincoln either. Basically, one of the main reasons was the decorticator was invented, which weaves cotton into twine.
That reminds me, have you ever seen the really obscure film Silas Marner?
No.
Fuck me, I've seen a movie you haven't. Actually, it's got a really young Patsy Kensit in it, and she's like 17. Can you imagine the puffy nipples on that? Yeah. And she's ginger. You got a thing for gingers.
She's not ginger.
In Silas Marner, she is.
All right, in that film she is, but she's blonde. We, of course, refer to the puffy nipples, of course, because in Lethal Weapon 2, there's this really creepy shot
She's got such nice tits there.
where she's in bed with Mel Gibson, lying next to him, perfectly fine scene.
Perfectly fine tits.
And all of a sudden, she just, like, turns away from Mel, from kind of spooning into him, and lies on her back fully so you can see her
Goes,
nipples.
look at my breasts.
And then she just rolls back in, and it really bizarre.
Was that her first big film?
No, she'd been in lots of things. She's actually, oh God, no, that was someone else.
What were you thinking of?
Well, oh God, Emma Ridley and Sam Ridley were child actors. Emma Ridley, of course, went on to marry 80s Hellraiser Robert Perino, age 14 in 1985.
Oh, that chick.
Her
say, why do I
sister,
recognise that name?
Sam, was an actress. She was on a sitcom called Me and My Girl with
My girl.
Richard O'Sullivan, but she was also in a thing called The House That Dripped Blood. I always get The House with Drip Blood confused with Patsy Kensit being in it when she actually wasn't.
But the house, isn't that a Hammer horror movie?
It's Hammer House of Horrors, which
Hammer
was a
House of
TV
Horrors.
show basically. Boop. Boop. So I just tested the mics and they work.
And mine works too.
So Ellie, what have you got to say about this clip? We've got some mailbag actually before we start.
What else? I want to know what else
This lady's
Sweet Mama
been
Brown's
in.
been in.
Oh, okay. Even though we went through her CV in the last episode.
Yeah, but I can't remember. That was yesterday.
Black Snake Moan, Law and Order, Terminator 2, Dead Radio Hour by Eddie. Navy SEALs in 1990, the Charlie Sheen, Michael Biehn action film, which failed to deliver. I thought, oh my God, Michael Biehn, hit some aliens, Carl Reese, and it was actually a shitty movie, sadly.
Shitty movie.
Having said that, she is in Pee-wee's Playhouse, the TV series.
Which was rubbish. I love Pee-wee Herman's Great Adventure. It's fucking incredible. So good. I've never related to a movie
Pee-wee's
character.
Big Adventure.
Yeah, I've never related to a movie character more than him. He's amazing. I wish I could do the laugh, but I can't. Can you please do my favourite quote from that movie? I won't look at you so you don't get thrown off.
Oh God, alright, it's getting... I sound like another frog. Large Marge sent me. It's not even good, Ellie. It's not even good.
That was like a hand press. That wasn't like a high five.
Anyway, John Nichols has written in because we did a list on the 100th episode when we kind of ran out of stuff to say because we had no facts for that clip. And we were forced to, well, I was forced to kind of remember every film Arnold Schwarzenegger's been in.
You weren't forced. I made it a mere suggestion.
Out of 41 actual film credits, mind you, I got about 34 or 35, so I did pretty good. So, John Nichols has written in and said, can you do a list for this show? We're on shortlist.com. It's the Terminator 2 quiz.
Woo!
Ellie, would you like to
I will ask the questions.
click that and ask me the
Do
questions?
you know it was me that posted this and not John?
Oh. But... Oh, okay. Sorry, John.
That's
You
what
get
I
no
wrote.
credit.
That's what I wrote. How well do you know T2? I shall be asking Ethan these very questions on tonight's episode. Jesus, titty fucking Christ. Do
All right.
Regan know what they're getting themselves
Ask
in
your
for?
questions.
Right. Question 1. Which high security psychiatric hospital was Sarah being held in? We have option of 4 answers.
I'm going to go for
Pilgrims,
Pasadena. I'm going to go with Pasadena. I've got a feeling it's Pescadero, but I'm going to say it's Pasadena.
Okay.
So click Pasadena.
Oh, wait, no. That's the one we want. Okay. Question 2. What make was the big black truck?
I knew you'd laugh at that.
I know what this one is. Which make was the big black truck the Terminator used to chase John at the beginning of the film?
I'm going to say...
Freightliner.
No. See, I don't know if that's... the Freightliner make trucks.
That's the truck.
I thought Freightliner was the name of the haulage company that's on the side of the truck.
No, because I think I told you the day when I was on the way to the gym, I actually saw one of these trucks drive past, and I was like, oh, Eddie, you fucking idiot.
All right. We'll say Freightliner, but I've got a weird feeling it's Mercedes, but go with Freightliner.
Okay. Question 3. Where did the Terminator, John, and Sarah stop to get fuel before arriving at Enrique's place?
Cactus Jack's Market.
You can be a hero, but you can't disguise your massive...
Come on, Ellie, let's keep it professional.
So as you talk about puffy nipples. What are the next 2 words after John throws the chip into the liquid nitrogen? It's over, we're done, he's terminated, or my friend.
What are the next 2 words after John throws the chip into the liquid nitrogen? Okay, well. First of all, quiz. He doesn't throw the chip into liquid nitrogen.
Yeah, he does.
No.
Is it Sarah that does it?
It doesn't matter who does it. It's not liquid nitrogen. They throw it into the molten thing.
Yeah.
The molten metal smelting pot thing.
Damn you, shortlist.com quizzes.
Right, you've already lost step. Shortlist, take a point off for yourselves.
Does that mean we get an extra bonus point?
I think...
But what, come on, if it was liquid nitrogen.
It's over.
Okay. It is now. Question 5. When was John born? The 26th of February 1985, the 27th of February 1985, the 28th, or the 29th of February 1985? Go.
Oh, son of a bitch. This is actually on the police, SCMOD computer when the T1000 is checking it.
That massive... old school
Literally don't know, and it's a best of 4. I'm going to go with... 26. Do you want to fact check it now? I can do that.
No, because we're going to find out at the end.
Oh, okay.
Don't look now, you little cheat. Which of these was John arrested for? Joyriding, assault, arson, or disturbing the peace?
In keeping with what Sarah was doing, I'm going to say arson.
Arson. Okay. Question 7. What does Sarah engrave into the table before her flashback of what will happen if they don't
What did I say for
succeed?
John's birthday?
The 26th.
Did I?
Yeah.
You know, Nietzsche once said the first instinct is always the correct one.
I thought the 28th.
I thought the 28th.
Did
and
you
then
actually?
Changed it last minute.
And it
And-
is the 28th? Yeah.
So yeah, I was right, but I fucking fucked it up at the last minute and made the
I
wrong
thought the
decision,
28th
which
as
is what I'm
well.
going to do with this agent. Anyway, moving on.
What does that mean? You will or you won't?
No, I'm just saying I make a poor decision at the last second and don't go with my initial instinct.
Always go with your gut, dude.
Yeah.
Always. What does Sarah engrave into the table before her flashback of what will happen if they don't succeed?
No fate. In the scene in the mall, John trips over on a step. You can briefly glimpse the bottom of his shoe. What size and brand of shoe is it? These questions are so stupid.
Brown
Anyway.
Bros.
Oh, it's right.
What road did John's foster parents live on? Almond Avenue, Montana Avenue, Capulet Avenue, or Rosehead Avenue? I haven't got a fucking clue on this one.
Well,
Let's go with.
it's actually part of the trivia that I put on the actual episode. of
Trivia
John's Foster
schmivia?
Parents.
It's common then. What is it?
Yeah. I'm going to go with. I think it's Capulet.
Okay. It's like your gut instinct.
No, but I didn't get a gut instinct.
No.
Roy.
What is the name of
Dr.
Sarah's?
Silverman.
There we go.
Played
Harry
by-
Leibowitz. And only two of them were Jewish. Which Oscar was it not nominated for? Best Sound, Best Makeup, Best Music, or Best Cinematography?
Best music. Because if you really weigh it up, it's not that great music.
Yeah, but really Best Makeup?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, at the time it was like groundbreaking, making Arnold like with his skin torn away, and the T-1000, of course, that comes under makeup. The animatronic kind of sauce head as
So
they
weird.
named it with the
These
split head.
speakers now smell like my ex-boyfriend and not cigarettes.
That's right. We can remedy that with some male Chanel, which I brought in my bag.
Yeah,
especially.
let's do that because this is confusing. How many CCTV
A
monitors are?
phallic object near my mouth, which reminds me of my ex-boyfriend.
Uh,
Don't lick the mic.
I didn't. I merely brushed it. How many CCTV monitors are visible behind the reception desk at Cyberdyne
Oh,
Systems?
fuck you.
Oh, come on. It's just a fucking guess. It's a quiz, man.
This quiz is ridiculous.
You getting an agent is not like...
How many particles of dust were shed? If you do that, by the way, if you touch the mic, Kelly, when someone's listening to this and earbuds, it goes... So you can't do that. Mic policing, I'm sorry. This quiz is going along at a crackling pace.
Yeah, so how many
I'm going to go for 6.
Okay, let's go for 6. Question 12. What heads are hung on the fence around Enrique's place?
Rattlesnake heads.
So it's snakes? Why, eh? Question 13. Which other film has Arnie using the line, I need a vacation? Kindergarten Cop.
I don't know, because that's the one I've only seen once and years ago, so I'll go with
It's
that.
Kindergarten Cop.
Okay.
It's when he gets back from his first day and he collapses on the bed and goes, she goes, how was it? And he goes, they're horrible. And he goes, I need a vacation.
Do you think he was trying to make that into an I'll be back? Because he so enjoyed the
Maybe,
line.
yeah.
He's like, this will catch on. And it was like, no, Arnold, I'll be back is all you got. No.
Shut up!
Shut up. Okay.
Oh, Twins is up there. Oh, Arnie and Twins. Ugh, so hot.
Get on with it.
Question 14. On what date... Shut up and look at Keely Hazel's nipples. On what date is Skynet supposed to become self-aware? Come on, movie buff.
I think it's the
I
29th
think
of
we've
August,
got it, Mr.
1997.
Dandridge. Okay.
Pretty sure it's August because that's 29th.
Mm.
That's the code I had to put in to get the Skynet edition of the film to work on Blu-ray.
I see. What?
Ellie, you need to kind of make this more exciting, so please do it more quickly.
What are John's Guardians called?
What? Tardan Janelle. No. Tardan.
There's only one Todd, so it's that one.
Tardan Janine.
Okay, question 16. What's the PIN number on the card John stole to take out the $3,000? Jesus Christ.
Oh God, I know this as well. Fucking hell, it's an outrage.
It's an outrage, you
I
cleft.
think it's 903.
903. Okay, let's go for that. What Guns N' Roses song is the official theme to the film?
You could be mine.
Question 18. Who was James Cameron's original choice to play the T-1000? Billy Idol! I fucking wish! That would have been amazing.
I'm gonna go weirdly with Billy Zane
Okay, cool.
because he was popular around 88 to 91 because he'd been in Back to the Future, of course, but he played 3D in that. What was he 3D? No, that's Casey Simasco, who was in Young Guns. But he had Dead Calm out in 88, so I guess around that time would have been Hot Property. I'd like to say Billy Idol, weird.
Billy Idol would have been incredible.
That seems like a good fit.
That would have been amazing.
And he was trying to get into films at
And he
that
could have
time.
gone, right!
You know what? I take it back. I'm going to go with Billy Idol.
Fucking hell, that's a risk.
I'm going to roll the dice.
Okay, but if it comes back Billy Zane, I'm a big
I was
snap,
still
you.
right.
Right, question 19. Which one of these wasn't used as a tagline? The future is not set. Judgment Day is here. It's nothing personal. This time there are two.
The future is not set.
This wasn't used.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Actually, that was Terminator 1, wasn't it?
And the last question is...
How many arms does a T-1000 have in the helicopter?
Well, this is a bone of contention among many people. Because some people say there's only two. And I think you only really see in the film that there's only two.
So your answer is 2?
No. It's actually 3.
Okay.
Because,
Listeners.
according to James Cameron's commentary, which we haven't got to yet because we're kind of jumping ahead, but in the commentary of the special edition, which I watched, he said it's 3 arms. One arm is coming out of his stomach, controlling the helicopter, and the other arm is reloading the gun that he's got out of the passenger side of the helicopter
And the other
while
arm
he's
is
flying.
holding the gun.
One arm's shooting, obviously, and the other arm is obviously setting up magazines,
And the other is-
while the other hand is coming out of his stomach and controlling.
Like an alien.
A little bit like an alien, so I'm going to go with 3.
Let's go with 3.
I'm
Right.
sure it'll be 4. Oh, God, lots of reds.
Oh my god, I think you got Billy Idol right. Question 18. Oh my fucking god. Dude, that's incredible.
I said a feeling. Why would you put Billy Idol in there?
I don't know. Oh my god. Right, so we got the first question wrong.
Okay, so the first question is...
Oh, it doesn't give you the right answer.
Oh,
But you thought it was the
Pescadero.
Pescadero, and then you Freightliner. Yes.
Well done, Ellie. Skip to 5 and 6, which were both wrong in succession.
When was John born? Yeah, so then we worked out it was the 28th, so we would have gone back and changed it.
Hang on. Is this giving you the right answers now?
No, it's telling us that these are wrong. These are the ones we picked.
Ellie, I said the 29th of February. I
No,
did say that. I
No.
didn't say the 26th.
When we listen back, you said the 26th.
Listeners. I
When
said
we
the-
listen
I
back,
said the 29th.
either way, you'd have got it wrong.
Anyway, what wasn't John arrested for?
Wasn't arrested for arson, apparently. I reckon
Okay.
it's probably disturbing the peace.
Okay.
Question 8. It wasn't Capulet Avenue. Question 11. Well, we didn't know that one. That was how many visible CCTV monitors were there. 19 and 20 we got wrong. Which is the future is not set. I thought that was in there. I think it's nothing personal.
No, it's nothing personal. It's the main tagline off the main A poster. You can even see that on the website that I've used as the poster to show this season.
But why would they say it's nothing personal?
I don't know, because it actually is something personal. Because
Totally.
it's about John Connor.
That makes no sense. And question 20 was how many arms does the T-1000 have in the helicopter? And we got it wrong.
If they say 4, that's horseshit. There you go. It's nothing personal.
That's so weird, though.
This time there are 2. That's from the second trailer.
Because
After
there's 2 Terminators.
the teaser trailer where he gets made in that bioflesh generator.
Mm-hmm.
It just says, I'll be back. This time there are 10 years ago, they sent a Terminator to kill his mother. This time there are 2. That's from the main, obviously, trailer.
Okay. So I wonder which one it was then.
Judgment Day is here, surely. Alright, I fucked up. Sorry, listeners. So how many did I get? Scroll down, and maybe
1,
it'll tell
2,
us
3,
which ones we
4.
got wrong.
It did. Go up, 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 up. Right, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wrong out of 20. So
That's pretty bad.
it's not great. Some of them were really obscure.
Yeah.
Do you know what you did get right, though?
We should play it tomorrow.
The bank PIN number.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you get that?
Because I think when I did the artwork or the kind of the freeze frame that goes onto the YouTube channel, I think I used that as a freeze frame from the computer. Or if I didn't use it, I freeze framed it and then never actually used it as a piece of thing for the computer because it was too boring an image, I think.
Computer.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that was our Terminator 2 quiz. Thank
Which
you.
wasn't very good
Why wasn't it?
because we just didn't do very good at it.
I think you did quite well. You are human after all. Right. Anyway, so back to the clip. Let me just minimise this lovely little page here.
Yeah,
And
everyone,
we've
if you
got-
are listening, if you do go to the... That's right, you can have it on there.
Sorry. Sorry. Why does he have... There's some... Why does it say bit... What is it? Bit happens on his computer?
Well, because obviously there's a famous, I guess, bumper sticker, which is like, shit happens.
Oh.
And to connect it to Arnie, he was in Predator. In Predator 2, one of the Jamaican drug dealers, before they cut out the, I guess, the South American drug dealer's heart when they break into his apartment, in that kind of Frank Lloyd Wright style pillared apartment, he goes, shit happens.
Oh, okay.
So bit happens is obviously a computer reference, Ellie.
Like Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Like one of your podcasts.
Superconducting at room temperature. Oh, the computers are just pocket calculators, Ellie.
Why is that so goddamn important, Miles? I really need to know, because sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy here.
And ain't nobody got time for that.
Maybe I am this close. Come here.
Come here.
Imagine a jet airliner with a pilot that never gets tired, never makes mistakes, never shows up to work with a hangover.
It's never a fire.
Like the pilot.
Why did we get married, Miles? Why did we have these children? You don't need us. Your heart and your mind are in here. But it doesn't.
He's
look
fucking the
like
robot ship?
She catches him and there's just stuff like here's just like stuff falling off his desk, and she comes in, he's like there humping that like Rubik's cube, trying to get his dick in it,
Or his son's toy truck.
which saves his life.
Which saves his mother life.
I don't know, what have you got to say about this thing?
Oh,
Because
look
we're
at the happy family where
we're
mum
kind
and
of-
dad are all together. It's bullshit. It just doesn't happen in real life.
It actually doesn't. I can attest
really
to that.
doesn't.
It doesn't.
No.
I think your parents are still together.
They are, but they're not married.
No,
That's the secret.
and your mum knows her place.
Oh, dude, if there was any woman that knew her place, it's my mum. She lives a very great life, though. She takes holidays whenever she wants. She does a good job. My dad looks after her. Doesn't cheat on her. Bullshit.
Sometimes when he beats me, I cry because I think it's my fault.
You have no idea how right you are. Oh, I do love you, mum and dad.
That's right. You think you got problems? My mum was like,
Move back to London.
"You piece of shit! You're fucking worthless."
Did she actually call you a piece of shit?
You're gonna have to start saving for your old. No, she didn't. But yeah, I'm dramatising. Ah, you're gonna have to start saving for your old age soon. Ah.
Be like, yeah, because you're not going to leave me anything, you fucking dull scum.
Yeah, it's 'cause you blew
She
it.
doesn't listen to this anymore, right?
No. She doesn't listen to any of it, sadly.
Why?
I don't know.
Why did she fall out of love with your podcast? Is it when she fall out of love with you?
No, I think it was your remark during her accent, which actually, listeners, if you've not heard it, is actually perfectly fine. Ellie just mimicked a West Midlands style accent.
And all I said was Matthew.
Matthew. And she took
Matthew.
it so personally, she stopped listening to this show and hasn't really revisited Questionable, which
I feel
is
like I've forced a rift between you and your mum, and I
quite
couldn't give a fuck, mate.
seriously journalistic kind of podcast. And as I've got bigger and bigger guests, I mean, last week, of course, Alex Winter from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. When I told them that, everyone in the family was just like, they just looked at me like a dog that had been shown a card trick.
Ethan, can I just say, every podcast that we record together, at least one more button becomes undone on your shirt. We're like almost at the navel now.
Well,
Is that for ease of access to your
when
tits?
I'm doing a podcast, I do actually like to pop my collar and have it open right to the waist. It puts the guest at ease. Graham Hancock, we're ready for you.
Oh my god. Get the gaffer out. What's with all these weird snake heads?
I have no idea. Maybe Spaldner or one of the American listeners can furnish us with that answer.
And where have we decided
Dried
this is?
snake heads on a fence. Maybe it's a tourist thing. They sell them for like to tourists.
Is it because
and
they're
stuff.
Mexicans? Are they Mexican?
I imagine so. Well, they're heading towards the Mexican border. They're definitely even in Mexico at this point. Well, this is one of the militia groups, I guess, she kind of like trained with to kind of know all her stuff. Because at the end of Terminator 1, she started driving off into the desert, into that lovely matte painting, not by Albert Whitlock, who did the birds and the thing, etc. But yeah, I mean, these are obviously people that she's worked with and trained with before. And I guess they're these, like, not one percenters, because that's Hell's Angels, but I I guess they're those kind of people who like Louis Theroux did a documentary on them, didn't he? They like they build bunkers and they live in Colorado, which is like geographically isolated, and they're prepared for like, you know, the World Trade Organization, the World Bank combining with the UN, which is kind of like what they claim to be a world army that will eventually come and take everyone's guns, which is, I guess, what they're trying to push that legislation through now in America, and just start subjugating the people.
It really does look quite post-apocalyptic, doesn't it?
The people that stand against that, of course, are these kind of like militia-y type groups who live a little bit like the Founding Fathers when they kicked the English out back into the Atlantic and went,
Back in the
"Fuck you,
sea.
we want our own money. We don't want to be ruled by King George."
Snorky.
Yeah.
Man.
So
It's quite Mad Maxy though, that scene though, don't you think? In the desert with all the like
It is in a desert.
satellites
It
and
is in
all
a
the
desert, Ellie,
old
yeah.
cars and things like that.
yeah, it's in a desert.
Did you say which desert it was?
I did. I said it 2 episodes back, but as we're actually in a desert that actually means it's that desert, I can, of course.
Not a dessert.
Not a dessert, Norman.
And I was also thinking that sofa, that dilapidated sofa that looks like it's seen better days, looks a little bit like Flopsy the Bunny that's back in Birmingham with your mum.
It's the main highway of the Lancaster and Palmdale Desert, and it's 2 hours north of Los Angeles. So that isn't, in fact, New Mexico. I guess it is in the film, because that's where they're heading to get to Mexico.
Aki!
And that man, obviously, is meant to be Mexican.
Okay.
Who we will come to in the next episode.
Well, maybe there's some like Mexican tradition or something. That's why there's that fence full of the snakeskin heads and stuff. Maybe it's to ward people off.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
So that was that episode. Thank you all for listening, everyone.
Thank you.
It was a good start. It was a middling middle, and then we ended good.
I enjoyed the whole bloody thing.
But do go on the 2 Minute Terminator website.
Oh my god, check out the video that Ethan made.
And if you want, share the video, because it does link people to the show, and it's actually, I think it's quite
It's
funny.
fucking hilarious.
It's the best thing about 100 episodes in, 101 episodes in.
And you totally stole my thunder. I literally only just today put up the one of Sarah. Let's see how many glitches we can.
Well, every
make
time a
video.
glitch comes up,
Yeah.
we'll do something for it.
Okay, agreed. Yeah. And on that note, hasta la vista, motherfucker.
Whoa, baby.
Watch out for machines. They're unstoppable. Watch out for machines. They will rule the world. I'll be back.